At the point my mental health was taking a nosedive. Bearing grudge would steal your time. It will affect your mental health. It will affect you as an individual. It will cloud your judgment. Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Welcome back. Hey, welcome back. Guys, I've missed YouTube. I missed editing. I miss being here. I miss showing my face on YouTube. I missed you guys. See the way I'm shouting? I missed you guys. Yo, I missed you guys. Yeah, I took 3 weeks off. The truth of the matter is, like the caption of this video says, the caption is everything. The caption is me. Guys, your baby girl was served breakfast. last everybody go chop breakfast. I chopped, I ate, I got served breakfast. Well, I don't know what your definition of breakfast is. Well, guys, I went MIA because to be honest, at the point my mental health was taking a nosedive, and I didn't like the way I was feeling at the time. Something happened. Someone I trusted so much disappointed me. On a normal day it won't get to me, but for the fact that this is someone that is very close to me, someone to an extent I trusted with my life, someone that I believe could never do such a thing, and the person did what they did and got me so disappointed. The usual me, I'll just let it slide or let it, just go away like that. I felt it was something I could deal with. I felt it was something I could just let go like that. But over time, I discovered that I couldn't function properly. The only thing I was doing was just going to work, and I needed to go to work because, to be honest, my work pays my bills. So if I don't go to work, what excuse will I give that my mental health is at stake? I can't function because I don't feel well mentally. That's not an excuse in Nigeria. I and you know that if you live in Nigeria, that is not an excuse, except you're working for yourself. So that was basically the only thing I could do at the time. I was just going to work. At a point, my sister was telling me, you need to react to this thing. You need to find a way to react to this thing. My close friends, those that are very close to me, could tell as well. They kept telling me I need to find a way to express myself, to, let out these emotions. But I just couldn't find myself doing that because I didn't even know how to react. I didn't know how to take it. I didn't know how to feel. The only thing that got me through it all was I was angry. So I just kept moving because I was angry. I noticed that everything that used to appeal to me, including YouTube, was no longer appealing to me at the time. So that was when I knew that I couldn't come here. I had vlogs that I did before now. Today is actually the 26th of June 2022. That's the day I'm filming this video, and I'm sure this video will go up pretty soon, so I can resume and return to my normal schedule, because to be honest, I feel a lot better. So at a point I noticed that I couldn't function properly. I couldn't do anything. At first I didn't notice this until I discovered that I was taking way longer to edit something that would take me maxi 3-4 days to edit. I was taking a week plus. That was when it got to me that in fact I couldn't find the passion or the zeal to edit my videos. This brings me back to some people out there who are known in quote to be strong. People feel some of us are that strong emotionally, so they can do things and then get away with it. But I think it's not true. So if you find yourself in this kind of situation, which is one of the reasons why I'm making this video, please find a way to express yourself. I couldn't find a way to express myself, and I never knew it was that bad, like it had this much effect on me, until I discovered that I couldn't do anything other than go to work. At this point, I just didn't know what to do, so I took it back to God. Yeah, God, maybe you guys don't know, but I'm big on this thing called God. Yeah, I'm big on it. And I took it back to him, and each time I keep praying. I was not, in quotes, I was not that consistent with the prayer pattern of how I should be able to express myself. But I was consistent with one thing, that I need a solution to make me regain my sanity. I didn't want to go see a medical doctor or anybody in the health section, because at the point I wasn't even ready to talk about what had happened to me. I wasn't even ready to talk about anything. I just wanted to, keep on moving, keep on living. And then my sister gave me this movie. It's called The Shark. Guys, summary of this movie is a story of a man whose child was kidnapped and killed. So while grieving, he accidentally had to spend some time with God, where God taught him a lot of things, including forgiveness. So you get it now. Let's get back to my story. At the time, she tried everything she can. She just kept giving me movies. So it was basically Christian movies that I was watching, and then she gave me this particular one. I started watching it. One thing I noticed was the movie changed my mindset. It came, maybe this movie, if I had seen it prior to this incident, I wouldn't have understood much about it. I would have just watched it as a normal movie and then move on with my life. But it came at a point where I actually needed to, understand a lot of things, and it came at a point where I know that it was God that just wanted to talk to me about a lot of things. So the movie just came at the right time. I learned a lot of things. Number one thing I learned from that movie is forgiveness. Like, guys, forgiveness is key. Forgiveness is very important in everything. Now I understand why in marriage counseling they tell you to always learn to forgive ahead of time. Forgive before your spouse does anything to you. Yes, this, I understand it better now when I watch that movie, because this is something someone had done to me. I knew the only way I could get hang of my mental health was being able to forgive this person that has hurt me. At first it was not easy. At first I didn't want to forgive the person, but after I reminisce on this movie, I had to take it back, watch that particular scene again and again and again and again. Then it occurred to me that this movie was indirectly talking to me, that forgiveness is what I need to get out of this pit. Now I'll put it up here, guys. Unforgiveness and grudge takes your time. It steals your joy. If you're one who always bear grudges with people, for every little thing you're keeping malice, for every little thing, you kind of express bitterness towards your friend or your neighbor or whoever it is in your space at the time that has wronged you. I think it's something you need to unlearn, because bearing grudge would steal your time. It will affect your mental health. It will affect you as an individual. It will cloud your judgment, and it will, it will set you back. That was what was happening to me at that point in my life. I couldn't even do anything. Literally, I could not do anything. I love being on YouTube. I lost flair for YouTube because I was angry, because I was bitter. I was holding grudge. I was not letting go of, I didn't want to take it to God to do what he needs to do. I just didn't want that. But after watching this movie, I decided to let go. I even called the person to say, see, I've forgiven you. And immediately I said that, I felt a relief. It felt like a burden was lifted out of me. This also reminded me of an incident that happened years ago. I remember a lady in my church who was a family friend. She said she had made some statement about me which I was not even aware of. 6 months down the line, after the incident and after the rumor and everything has been going on, and I wasn't even aware of it. 6 months down the line, I was in a salon when one of the stylists in the salon made mention of it and asked me how was I able to handle this. Mind you, I wasn't even aware that something like this was, said about me. like an allegation was laid against me and all that. So she asked me how I was able to handle it. Guys, my head just sparked. And quickly I was like, are you serious? Handle what? She narrated the whole incident again. Now I can be very confrontational sometimes, so I was willing to go all the way to go to this woman's house and confront her. I was willing to, go all the way out, but first I needed to get my head done and then go to her place. So immediately I finished getting my head done, I rushed home and I explained to my mom, this is what I heard at the salon, and they say it happened how many months ago. I'm going to ask this woman to think that she's my church member and she has this to say about me. My mom said something. She said she heard it and that she didn't ask me directly, that she asked me a few questions when the rumor was going on, and then my response to her gave her an insight that whatever it is they were saying were lies, because she could tell when we're lying and when we're not lying. So when she asked me and I answered her the way I did, she knew the rumor was a lie. That was why she didn't bring it up to me. Then she asked me something. Why am I going there to confront the woman? What was said, was it true? I said no. Then I don't need to confront her. She tried as much as possible to pacify me, and I didn't ask that woman. But one thing that happened was that I held the grudge against the woman. I held on to that story for every time. I was a choir leader in my church back then. For every time I go to church, I was to minister. I will minister quite all right. I will sing, but something that stood out for me was that for every time I see her in church, I just start feeling bad. I just feel I begin to experience this sadness around me, which I don't even know how it happened. Over time, I raised in one of our Sunday schools, I had to raise the question, and I asked our pastor then that what will happen if so and so is said about you which is not true, from a family member and a church member. How is the person supposed to go about it? And then the pastor, unknown to me, that he also had heard the story, so he knew where I was coming from. So he said that as long as it is not true, I can confront the person to clear the air, or better still, I should take it to God, that the only person that can let me learn forgiveness is God. When he said that, I didn't want to confront the woman, because this happened how many months ago? Mind is 6 months ago. So what did I do? I took it to God. It took me a lot of prayers. It took me a lot of asking God to, help me forgive this woman for laying such allegations against me. It took me a lot, but I kept praying, and before you know it, guys, that was how I even forgot that such incident happened. I never remembered it until I left there. The last time I met that woman somewhere here in Port Harcourt, I remember that we hugged. It felt so good to see her after such a long time. That is what forgiveness does. On a normal day, if God didn't help me to forgive her, I think I would still hold that grudge, that when I see her, I'll just walk past the side, waiting concern me and her. I'll just walk past her or walk away and not want to talk to her. You get? So when this incident happened 3 weeks ago, and then I watched that video, I just knew that what I needed to do to free myself from these shackles of stagnancy, because that's what it is, was just prayer and then forgiveness. And then when I forgave this person, I felt a lot better. And today I'm back here on YouTube because I learned something. I didn't just learn anything. I learned that forgiveness is key. Forgiveness is key, and holding a grudge against people will hold you back as well. The more you're keeping it to yourself, the more you're holding on to it this way, you're also holding down yourself without your knowledge. So the only way forward, from my own perspective, in my own opinion, is to learn to forgive, is to learn to let go, is to ask God to help you learn to forgive, help you learn to let go. Because right now, I don't feel anything anymore. Something else is You don't have to forgive this person and also be friends with the person. You can learn to forgive and let go and then move on with your life. But if it's someone that is there to you, you can forgive and also still find a way, find a path, find a way to make amends in terms of your friendship and relationship, and then move on with life. By the way, couples fight and they still make back, siblings fight and they still, find a way around it to resolve their issues and all that. The same thing should happen between friends. That's my personal opinion. I'm going to insert a few clips of the part that got to me from this video.
Forgiveness doesn't establish your relationship. The pain inside is devouring you.
And yeah, this brings me to the summary of this video, which is one thing I learned while I was away, while I was grieving, while I was in pain, while I was dealing with my mental health, is that forgiveness is key. Forgiveness is important. And yeah, that brings me to the end of the story. Guys, I'm back onto this space. I love it here. I love being on YouTube. I miss being here. So I'm back, and you see all those vlogs that I refuse to even edit and post, I'm bringing it back to you guys to the screen. So be ready to see me give it to you guys back to back. And I hope you enjoyed this vlog. My take home for this video today will be: learn to forgive whoever wronged you. Where you feel it is too much that you cannot forgive, you can't do it yourself, please ask God to help you. He's our Father, He's our friend. He will always come true for us. So I hope you learned one or two things from this video. And like I said, I'm back to your screen. I love you guys. All my new subscribers, I didn't do the intro at the beginning, or did I? I can't remember. Anyway, if you're a newbie here, I see you guys. I see you. Thank you so much for stopping by. Welcome to my channel. Stay put, guys. Tell your friends about me. Tell your friend that there's a girl called the only Adanna on YouTube. And don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Turn on your post notification so that every time I post a new video, you get to see it first. I will see you guys, and thank you so much, because I love you guys. I love you guys, and I miss you guys. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye bye.